Nobody's gonna lie. Everybody feels so brave till they're running out. Ooh, we all need it. Ooh, we all feel it.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, Ramon Laureano doubled down on home runs while driving in 3 as the Athletics defeated the Astros 3-1. As of right now, the A's are in 4th place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Astros are 2nd in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 7-2. At the start of the day, the Angels sit in 1st place in the American League West Division, 6 games up on 2nd place, while the Mariners are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Orioles pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers, 1-0. Entering the day's action, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-6. Heading into the day, the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race, while the Yankees are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. Pablo Lopez got the W, his 11th this season, leading Miami to a victory over their in-state rival Rays, 7-3. As of right now, the Rays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East, 20 games out of first. Jose Abreu dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians 10-3. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. In the standings, the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 5.5 games back. And the White Sox are atop the division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage. The Kansas City Royals put together 10 total hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-1. At the start of the day, the Tigers sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're 19.5 games out of first, while the Royals are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Jay Happ collected the victory in his 12th win, leading Minnesota to a win over Toronto 6-5. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. Entering the day's action, the Twins are in 3rd place in the AL Central. They trail by 8.5 games, while the Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Zach Wheeler got his 16th win this year as the Fightin' Phils took care of the Pirates 5-2. Heading into the day, the Phillies sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division. They trail first by 4 games, while the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. Kyle Hendricks collected the victory in his 12th win as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 2-1. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. In the standings, the Cubs sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Cardinals are 3rd in the division, 14.5 out of first. Sonny Gray collected his 8th win overall as Cincinnati got the best of the Nationals 4-3. As of today, the Reds are in 1st place in the NL Central, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of 2nd. And the Nationals are in 4th place in the NL East, 5 games back. Keston Hiura was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Brewers took care of the Mets 5-4. He also extended his hitting streak to 16 games. Entering the day's action, the Brewers are in 2nd place in the NL Central. They trail by 8.5 games, while the Mets are in 2nd place in the NL East, 3 games back. Clayton Kershaw nabbed his 15th win this season, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 4-2. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. Heading into the day, the Diamondbacks are in 3rd place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Dodgers are 2nd in the division, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. The San Francisco Giants earned the 3-game series sweep as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 9-1. At the start of the day, the Rockies are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Giants are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Dansby Swanson was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game as Atlanta got past the Padres 3-2. He is among the NL leaders in triples. In the standings, the Padres are leading the National League West. They have a 3-game cushion. And the Braves sit in first place in the National League East division. They have a 3-game cushion. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Welcome to the land of the permanent sun, where the flowers are melted and the future is fun. The freeway lizards are feeling so good on a one-way trip back to West Hollywood. Let's go. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control.
There were spotlights flying through the sky from a winter wonderland, catching out the bees hiding in the clouds. No future Batman, not before Christmas, not very likely. Starred in a warehouse in the valley.
It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Oakland, the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
And now the first pitch. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy? You got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Next, here is Tony Kemp. We check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First pitch on the way.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. Is in off the plate. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Andrus on at first, nobody out. Still 2-2. From the stretch. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. To second for one, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first.
Well, that's usually a pretty tough turn at second when you're going around the horn, and I think he knew he was going to get taken out, so that was a good job to take the blow, get the out, and eat the throw.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Couple of runners on base with one down, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. From the stretch, swinging a ball hit on the ground, and indeed he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Here's a line drive that'll get into left center field. It's a base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
So now it's Mark Canha as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ball two as the breaking ball misses inside.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
3-0 to him now. Two out with the man at first. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
So here is Seth Brown, and Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Looking to minimize the damage here as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down.
And that misses 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. then the runners are going to be off to the races.
In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Oakland is on top in this one, 2-0. Paul Blackburn gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping up is Sam Haggerty. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Jake Fraley comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Popped him up. Chapman has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's down.
Now the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head to inning number 2 here at T-Mobile Park. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Austin Allen.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And Haggerty's there to make the catch. There's one gone.
Batting 9th, the left fielder.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And I'm going to focus on J.P. Crawford right now. He is one of the slickest defenders in the game. Real smooth going to his left and right, and he has a bazooka for an arm.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. Hit in the air down the right field line. Haniger in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for Oakland, the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Ready now is Elvis Andrus, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Fraley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A's are gone in order. They're up 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the outfielder, Jose
The left
Marmolejos.
fielder, Jose Marmolejos.
First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
So here now is Ty France. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Kemp ranging into the outfield. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting 6th, the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
And now in the box, Dylan Moore. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch of the AB now.
0-1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Elvis at short. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second
Leading off
baseman,
for the
Tony
Athletics,
Kemp.
the second baseman, Tony.
Now here's the
Kemp.
first offering. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out. So with one
Now
away, a
batting,
couple of teams out
the
of the
third baseman,
AL West doing
Matt
battle in this one. So let's
Chapman.
check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Digging in will be Matt Chapman, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike. That's in. Ball 2.
1 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1. The 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt.
So next to hit is Matt Olson. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball inside.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Ramon Laureano waits on deck. 3-0, here it is. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So now here is Ramon Laureano. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Torrens over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
2 on, 2 out, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. He's set. Here it comes.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The set and the 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Ready with the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Lifetime in this matchup, batting .500, 4 for 8. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Line softly toward the hole, and that's the first out.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Evan White.
The next batter will be Evan White. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. White is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. To 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way.
Nope.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
1 out, nobody on. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate, Luis Torrens. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding forward now is the DH, Seth Brown, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
You're going to get one fastball right down the middle, probably once or twice a game, and you cannot miss it. And he did not miss it. He roasted that pitch.
Up next,
batter will be Austin Allen.
the catcher, Austin.
Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The left fielder.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And both guys showing good but not great fastballs. 92 for one, 91 for the other. So the next to bat will be Chad Pinder. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here's the first pitch.
Inside.
Now the 1-0. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The batter.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball
Elvis
just ate him up
Andrews.
inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now here is Elvis Andrews. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Fraley able to track it down for the third out. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 3-0 Oakland. Stepping in once again is Sam Haggerty. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
0-1 the count.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
The windup and the 0-1.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2 in just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Into the windup and the pitch.
3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside
28.
corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
In now, Jake Fraley. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
That's a ball.
Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0. Two and one now. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. There is Andrus. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail in this one 3-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Tony Kemp.
Now the first pitch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that means Matt Chapman will dig in at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Late that time for a strike. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now.
Up next,
Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Jose Marmolejos. Leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Left side, but well foul. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Now
no one on with one down,
hitter.
and that'll bring in Ty France. First delivery to him. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this one is gone, a home run. Solo shot here to left, number 17 for him on the season, and the Mariners are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
Stepping in now, Dylan Moore.
Second baseman, Dylan.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Grounded down the third baseline. Chapman brings it in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter,
And
number
definitely
3.
worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. So now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the A's 3 and the Mariners 1. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The center fielder, number 22.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Pitch on the way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. In the air out to straightaway left. Marmolejos comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mark Canha.
Into the box, Mark Canha. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Sept Brown.
Now the A's designated hitter, Sept Brown. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Lays off 1-0. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning starting.
Into the box, Austin Allen, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And tack on 1 more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Matt McGill, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Matt McGill.
Into the box now, Chet Hinder, as it's grounded sharply to first. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's now 4-1 Oakland.
Now I'm part of the solution, my own personal retribution,
Now at the plate, Evan White will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First pitch on the way, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Chapman's got it, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Torres.
Now to the plate, Luis Torres. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner towards second. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
This is a head scratcher. I mean, that's the shortest throw on the infield, and somehow he lets it sail wide of the mark for an E4. A couple more like that, and doubt starts to creep into the second baseman's mind.
To the plate now, Sam Haggerty, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Kenna is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the center fielder, Jake.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Jake Fraley. He grounded out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
From the stretch.
Nope. Oh.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
6th inning, 4-1 is our score. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's ready now. The pitch starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Torrens over at second. Fraley on at first with 2 down. Hit high and deep to left field. Racing back the left fielder at the track. The wall. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Standing in now, Jose Marmolejos to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 24 home runs for him on the season as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now, Ty France. Fly ball right down the line in left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We're through 6 full. The Mariners lead it 5-4. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
He's set, and the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
At the plate, Tony Kemp. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 19th home run for him on the season, as we are all tied at 5. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Yeah, Matty B, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting.
He just smoked this ball right down the line.
Matt.
Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 0-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
The 1-2. Weakly hit towards first. Right to him. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting. Number 22.
And now, Ramon Laureano, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Yasmera Petit gets the call from the pen to take the ball
Now
for the home
pitching for
7th.
the Athletics. Number 36, Yasmera Petit.
at the plate is Dylan Moore. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The second baseman,
First pitch of the AB on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box, J.P. Crawford. Pitch is popped up. Chapman in foul ground. 2 gone.
the first baseman, number 12, Evan White.
Next to hit, Evan White. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now here's the first offering, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Ball even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. In now, Luis Torrens, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a liner. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Sam Haggerty. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, you don't want to be selfish, Matty. You never want to be that in a team sport, but right here, he's well aware of his hit streak on the line, and he's going to get selfish and grind this AB out.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
White on second. Torrens at first, 2 out in the inning. And this is popped up near second base. And Kemp is under it to make the catch for route number 3. Mariners leave a couple. This ball game still tied 5-all. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Aaron Fletcher has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41, Aaron Fletcher.
Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward the veteran outfielder, Mark Canha. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Fly ball out toward left center field. Fraley will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The batter.
Well, no shortage of runs in this one. Still anyone's game for the taking in a tie ball game, but let's bring you a look at how our 2 starters fared. It's our starter comparison. Next, it'll be Seth Brown. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now here's the first offering.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The next 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Austin Allen.
Next to stand in is Austin Allen, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And that's off the plate and high, 2-0 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Chad Pinder would be next if they can keep this inning alive. From the windup, the 3-0.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Full count now, 3-2. The bouncer to the left side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. A's are gone in order. Our score holds at 5 apiece.
Trust me when I tell you no reception.
Adam
Your attention,
Kolarek
please.
is on to pitch
Now
out of the
pitching
bullpen
for
in the
the
bottom
Athletics.
half of the 8th.
Number 21, Adam Kolarek.
Now into the box, Jake Fraley, 0 for 2 for
Leading
him
up
to this
for the
point.
Mariners, the center fielder, Jake Fraley.
First delivery to him. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Andres ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first
The
out.
batter, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Up next, Mitch Haniger. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
1 out, nobody on. Grounded to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for Seattle, the left fielder, Jose Marmolejos.
Next to hit is Jose Marmolejos. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
Now the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Two out, nobody on. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Here it comes.
Count is 1 and 2.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Laureano is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Mariners are down in order. This remains a 5-all ball game. Brendan Brennan will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Brennan.
So stepping in is Chad Pinder. His prior history in this matchup, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1 on its way.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
hit hard to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there,
Now
below the knee.
the
Offensive
shortstop,
player was all over it.
Andrews.
Into the box now, Elvis Andrews. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So now to the plate, Tony Kemp, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 1-0. High and deep to right center. Looking up is Hediger. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a two-run shot to right center as they take a 7-5 lead. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 0 for 5. Still only 1 out in the inning. Two and two now. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Matt Olson. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Mariners. It's the A's 7 and the Mariners 5. Jake Diekman enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 35, Jake Diekman.
Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Ty France.
The designated hitter, Ty France.
First pitch on its way as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. Fouled away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Set to deal on 2-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Another 2-2 offering, and he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
At the plate, Dylan Moore, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His past history with Jake Diekman, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Laureano is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
So now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And now the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Mariners. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time. Shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team.
Number 12.
They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Kyle Seager will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 15, Kyle Seager.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 18 homers, 53 RBIs. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
7-5 tonight's final. The A's came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Adam Kolarek earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jake Diekman hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Visions of the future, crystal inside. My personal apocalypse from
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error, they left 6 men on base. For the Mariners, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.